Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set. 230. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
No spacing. Who's that? Black, what's that?
Here's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's Rosen to throw. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Rosen. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feed.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
On first down, Drake, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Rosen. And to the left side here, Wilson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And now it's Rosen looking. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Here's Darkwa. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
He's not going to get me. 52. Go. 52's the mic.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. They'll run with Darkwa. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 31, Roethlisberger. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Charles Harris, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. Got a man open, that's Devontae Parker, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a handoff for Drake. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. 10-0 to score after one on EA Sports. This game number 7 of the year for each of these two teams, and much of the NFL now at the halfway point of the year. I want to remind you, though, that Week 9. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Steelers pick up their first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Now it's Rosen. This is caught, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Over the middle. It's caught by Rodgers. And they work this well upfield across the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now Darquan. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw here, Roethlisberger. That is caught inside the 5. 27 yards there, a first down. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Hey, exit. Where's your
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
The Miami defense trying to keep them out. They haven't let them in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 10-yard line.
On 2nd and 2, Rosen, and he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Devin Bush coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 9.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now Rosen back into his end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The one with the dive look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here's Switzer. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And the Steelers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's got Moncrief. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. On the run, Darkwa. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make it 24-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Play action here with Rosen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D-tackle, getting the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
To try again after the sack. Rosen. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the toss play, this is Drake. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rosen. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
Here we go, 50, 50, Mike 50.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Allen's got it over the middle. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On the give, this is Drake. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustment.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 47 yards. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Roethlisberger. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 yards there, first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you do.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Middle.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And over the middle, this is Parker. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Rosen will throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Focus, defense, focus.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 yards there. First down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Drake. Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Now Rosen looking to throw. And that will to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Set, black 20, 55, 44. Monday. Let's go, baby.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays. Possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, now, slide 80. 59. Yeah.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. He's got daylight. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They stay on the ground with Drake. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Rosen. They'll set up the screen to Drake. Now Drake loses the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Anything to make of this, or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles he lost last week, and now a 3rd.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he overcomes. This isn't on anyone else but him. Taking care of the ball, tucking it away, keeping it high and tight. All the while doing that and not slowing down his running and his ability to move the ball forward.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.